you for joining me. If you have indeed joined, I've just not been on for a bit because I've had a few other things that needed to sort out, like the workshop. I'll give you a quick look round. Pardon the state of the shirt. Shirts don't last me long, but we all know that. So, what tonight's video is, I'll just briefly say. What tonight's video is we're going to finish off the Dynatron Music Centre amplifier. We've got to find the transistors for that. And tomorrow's live video, we'll be finishing off. Well, I say live, it may not be live, but we don't know yet. But tomorrow's video, we'll be finishing off Daniel's Pioneer. So we'll be getting that done for him, hopefully finished tomorrow. All being well, let's just go to where I need to so I can see everything. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah. Anyway, folks, first of all, I'm going to give you a look around the workshop because I have been busy in the workshop. Let's just put. Do I need my glasses? I don't fucking know. We'll soon find out. Right, so we'll change the camera. You don't want to look at me. There's the bench. It's tidier. I found some straws for my switch cleaner. I've just got to tidy up down the bottom there. That's just a few bits that got to be picked up. I've been bag of filled up God knows how many of those. My bucket of switches has fell over. I can get to my disco console. I've moved the Alan Sugar Shitter Mark II, the TS30, the TS33 Mark IV, I think it is, or it's a Mark I actually. That TS33 tower system that's been moved. Steve's chassis out of his telly is still there. I'm going to tidy these shelves up probably tomorrow. Got some more stuff to get rid of, but you can, as you can see, there's me potatoes there as well. I got them potatoes the other night off Mildred there for me Sunday dinner. Not all for, no, I'm not going to eat them all, but yeah, some of them are for me Sunday dinner tomorrow. And there we are. We're back at the bench now. Let's get the camera in a position so I can all see. There, bare leg alert. I'll be honest with you, folks. I'm in the old budgie smugglers. Right. I don't know whether anybody's fucking watching. Some might come in, some might not come in. I might just. What I'll do with this one, folks, I'll treat it as a normal video. Let's move this to the back of the bench. What I'll do, I'll treat this as a normal video. Anyone comes in, they want to come in. If they don't come in, it'll just get treated as a normal video. Right, so what the problem is with this is one of these transistors is fucked. And the reason why it's fucked is because it's fucked. And because it's not working anymore. Anyway, what I've actually gone and done What I've actually gone and done, I found these transistors here. These are a BD130, a BD130. The ones that are on there are a 130Y. Same transistor other than that. So the number's the same. So basically, what we're going to do, screwdriver don't fit. one does. It turns fucking lot. And I'll give you a tip. When you take these out, save the screws. Okay, now I don't want to come out. Might be sorry I decided to do this. But this see, basically this isn't loose, is it? You'd have thought by now that would have got loose. They're not lock nuts. They're not lock. They're not. They're not. What do you call it? Nylocks. They are standard nut. Look, that's gone on no problem. I would imagine if I'd have just undone it a little bit and then went off. Got anybody on there yet? No. I'll just see if anybody's watching. No, I've not been live for a while, folks, because I've been wanting to get things done. And I just think, you have to get things done. You have to get things done. It's simple. You can't just. I mean, let's just pop off there now. Yeah. Them little nuts and bolts, you keep those. There's one off. We also have these bolt straight to the, what do you call it, so we don't need the insulators on them. Pull them off. Try and get that without cracking it. There we go, because they're all dandy. Well, there's two of them on there. Must have thought belt and braces. What we'll test that one in a minute. I already have tested it off camera, but we'll go through it again. I'm going to check all these because I might change them all. See how much they are. I might change all of them, so should be on the end of that. We're saving them because you can desolder the wires off them. We use the fuckers. We managed to do them ones. Come on. Well, there we go. The other thing is you've got wires on these, so we'll get them off. They are second-hand transistors. But as far as I know, they're good. These little bits off. And we'll test them all once we get them off. Got anyone on there saying hello yet? I don't expect anybody. It's 11 o'clock at night. Or 10 o'clock at night, sorry. I don't expect anybody. Not this time of night. Where's my other fucking screw? There it is. With the nut and bolt. Screw and bolt even. Screw and nut even. These I need to save. They go in my nut tub. These tag strips as well. They're riveted on, which is a shame. I'll try and get them off. Yeah. See if I get them off. Want to see how evenly they are matched, you see. And I mean, matching them up in this Dynatron amp's not important. But if you're gonna fucking do it, you may as well do it properly. And this piece of heatsink I've got to use for this as well. It's got and places plenty of area for mounting transistors. So I've got to use for this. A different style of transistor. But transistors are all the same. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Take these wires off. Let's get one. You know, you always get one that doesn't want to fucking move. Get that one in a minute. Try this green one. Hold on. Got it. Bring that back straight. You're not bothered about the isolators. I fucking buy them. You can get them anywhere. Might not come out of there. Nope. You asshole. solder still on it. That should do it, yeah. Oh, I've got that one without breaking a single one of them. That's transistor, then we can test them all. Yeah, I got this, the amplifier that this came from, I got it from Goldborn the first time I went. And it did work for a bit. And then the buttons decided they didn't want to lock in and, you know, various shit, so I thought, fuck it. Couldn't be arsed with it, so I scrapped it. But I saved the transformer, which I've got somewhere, and I saved transistors, obviously, which I've got because I'm about to use them. But yeah. Yeah, the Oracle checked it for me last night. The differences between these transistors, and the only difference is the voltage they can handle. Given that we're going to be using it, given that they won't be getting anywhere near that voltage in this application, put that ET there, and we should be okay. And we'll see if we can match them up. I'm not bothered if I break these isolators. I mean, to be honest, I don't care. I'm not broken. We've got them all off without breaking them. So what we'll do now, we'll check the transistors, see what they come up as. Should come up as transistors. I mean, the last time these were powered up, in that FAL amp, and they were working. NPN. Yep. HFC 42. Keep that in mind. That's 42. Yep. So that one's 42. Probably not going to be near the same. 42. It also tells you the alpha. You get an idea of the alpha of the transistor as well. $39 on the HFE. Yep. 39. So 42. 39. Well, that one's not working. Try again. Which one did we have a connection to? Yeah, we are now. HFE 21. Ooh, that's low. HFE 21. That is low. 21. I was hoping to use all four, but I'm not going to unless, mind you, that one's a bit low. This one probably explains why the amp was a bit low on one channel. Turn it off and turn it back on. HFE 18, that's even lower there on the way out. Yeah. Right. So them two I'm not going to use. These two I am. You know why can't they put the same fucking style of screw? The fucking things. Stupid nuts. There we go. Should do it. Stupid screws in them. They should lift out because they're not been put in with anything. There we go. Just test this one. I am replacing it so it doesn't matter, but I think this is the one with the resistor shunt on it. Either this one or that fucker. One of them has. Swapping was from one amp to the other, did I? Oh, that's all soldered in. Yeah, that's all soldered in. Just wanted to double check. NPN bipolar, yeah. Yeah, resistor shunt between B and E. Yeah, these can take us to 0.60. Yes, VBE, 6.61 volts. Yeah, these ones are a little bit lower that I'm putting in, but they'll do the job. They'll work. So that one's knackered. So into the vertical filing cabinet she goes. This one is our nice brand new second-hand replacement. Yeah. Got any late night chatters? No fuckers come on to say hello. But every fucker's in bed. You're in bed or shagging their missus. Or even possibly having a wank. We're all in bed having a wank. That's fucking in the other side. Oh no, it ain't. No, it ain't. try and do with flat blade, might be easier. Make sure we're not going to touch where we don't want to. No, we're good. Hold that there and tighten this. Ooh, should. Should work good. Good. That was soldered there. Yeah. Yeah, lovely. Perfect. Here, somebody said hello. I can't read your name from here, but yeah, good evening to you. I'm glad you could pop in and take the time to say hello. Yeah. And what we're doing, just to recap, we're just doing the apart from belching, we're just doing the transistors on the Dynatron Music Center. There, I can't remember what model it is. It just says Music Center. Can't remember what model it is. That doesn't matter. And what I'm doing, I'm just putting new transistors in, or second-hand transistors. Just straighten them. You don't want them touching anywhere where they shouldn't. So there. So what we could do is that being bent a bit further that way, that way. And that way the catch on a bit, hold a bit tighter while I solder them. And they won't feel like pinging off in the future. Yeah, that's good. No insulators or isolators are out needed on these because the collector goes straight to the heatsink on the transistor here. collector being the body of the transistor. All we do is we just get them nice and tight. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that out to try it now, but it's a bit late for trying it now, but we'll try it tomorrow. But it's just good and tight. We like it done up to German spec on this channel. Good and tight. Absolutely. Now where's my fucking solder? Yes. Oh, we've got someone else there as well. I'll come over and have a chat in a minute. Just yeah, made sure not put the fucking on one back in. Do that one a bit more. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I think we're okay there. Got a big lump of solder fell in there, so we'll dig that out. Jesus. Stuck onto the leg of the fucking wall. Oh, it's stuck onto that transistor. Oh, for fuck's sake. Make sure we're not. No, we're good. Yeah, make sure there's nothing down there. It shouldn't be. No heatsink cream needed on these. There was none on them in the first place. I've not put none on. And this lot can be saved. That transistor can. And that's the one that's fucked, isn't it? In fact, we'll throw both of those away. We'll chuck both of them because one of them will have been stressed, so what we'll do, into the vertical filing cabinet. There we go. And we'll chuck them because they're low. That's why the amp was low on one channel. Because it had weak transistors. We'll save those. Just drop that in there for now. Because all this other stuff can just sort it out. Just drop it in here. There we go. That heatsink needs to be stripped at some point because I want to save that, so I'll put that there for now. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the chat, see what we're doing. Yeah, I think I mentioned I found the straws for my switch cleaner. Which is good. How many we got watching? Right. We've got 8 watching. And I've been on 30, yeah. Oh, and 6 likes. Oh, lovely. Yeah. I found the transistors for Daniel's amp. I can see here now. Hello, Aaron. Hello, and is it Azshaw? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 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 I won't be on late tonight because there's not really a lot for me to do. We've got the phono stage, that amp to do, and I'm going to be watching. CB radio service in UK. CB radio service in UK, is he called? UK CB radio service in Rick. Richard, will be watching him in a bit. See what he's got. What has he got on? Let's have a look. See what he's got that's interesting. He's got a UK FM, UK FM CB servicing. His channel is, and what's he got? It's updated. Uploaded. Sorry. A JWR Mark II, UK CB 2781. I think they were the UK versions of Jaws Mark II. I can't remember. I can't make out the picture of it here. But I think they were made by the same company that made the Jaws. The Jaws was a straight 40 AM set. I had one years ago. For what it weren't a bad little radio. It was about just a bit bigger than a packet of fags. Or one of them plastic fast food containers. It was about the size of one of them. A bit bigger than a packet of fags. It was about the thickness as a packet of fags. 20 Bensons or something. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've not had many people popping in saying hello tonight, but then again, I expect that. Fucking 11 o'clock, going on for 11 o'clock, innit? I'll be getting, yeah, yeah, 10:42. I'll be getting off myself in a minute. I just thought I'd do that. Just thought I'd do that. Do that Dynatron, and I just thought I'd do that really and see where we get to. I'm not moving stuff about now because the people upstairs have got a young baby and I don't want to be banging things about, so I'm not moving anything on the bench now this time of night. Those amps will go back in tomorrow. They'll get tested tomorrow at some time. But I was going to do it earlier, but to be perfectly honest, I couldn't be asked. Hello, Bart. How are you doing, my friend? Everything's good this end, always is. What else have we got? We've got we've got an Alan Sugar shitter coming up. Yeah, we do like our Alan Sugar shitters. We've got an Alan Sugar shitter coming up. That's the Amstrad TS88, which is the double tape deck version of the TS80. The TS80, in my opinion, the TS80, although they were pretty much exactly the same, there were slight circuit differences because the TS80 I always thought was a bit better than the 88. but they're meant to be exactly the same. But I always thought the TS80 seemed to have a better sound for my ears anyway. But I've got that to I've got to spray the switches in that, and then we're good to go. That can be left. Yeah, it's oh, there's a few people starting to creep in now. I won't be here long. I'll be gone sooner. But I only popped in um, just to let you know that I'm all still here. Let you all know I'm still here. COVID-19 hasn't got me. I'm still here. I'm still getting things done. But like I say, I've been sorting the workshop out, and because it got bad in here, I couldn't fucking move. And I've got stuff in the front room on my sofa that belongs in here. So I'm making room to bring stuff out of the front room and into here because, to be honest, I don't really like having my front room full of electronics. I like to have my front room for my front room for when people come. Not that anybody does these days. But do you remember that when we used? Do you remember when you used to get visitors? I can remember that. We used to get visitors. Let's see. Let's see how me. Let's see how the COVID's doing. How are we doing on the old COVID? Uh, I've got caps lock on as well. There we go. COVID. Uh, Coronavirus, the UK latest. What have we got? Yeah. It's actually starting to, the circle, the blue circle actually is actually starting to go down. It's starting to shrink, which means we're getting somewhere, which is bloody good because we need to. But the thing is, it needs to be completely gone before any restrictions are lifted. And we need to keep the borders closed until everybody until it's completely eradicated and we know it ain't going to come back. So, I think we need to keep our borders closed. And it probably sounds nasty, but I don't really give a shit. If anybody tries, hello, hello, Alan. If anybody tries sneaking into the country by crossing the channel, then they should send gunboats out and tell them to go back. And if they refuse, then the inevitable. Yeah, I think we've had enough snow around here. We didn't get a lot, but what we did get, we've all had enough of. It's gone, and that's hope it don't come back. Yeah, Cornwall is a nice place. Uh, but everywhere's a nice place. It's the only really thing that fucks places up is the people who live in them. I mean, where I live is lovely. Where I live, just a shame it's full of scumbags. Well, not everybody's a scumbag, but there's a lot around here that you wouldn't want to. There's a lot of idiots around here. You wouldn't want to live next door to them. You know, but at the end of the day, what can you do about it? I mean, the council just put anybody in, and that's it. You're stuck. You can't do nothing about it. I mean, Yeah, let's have another wander around my workshop. I'll just turn the camera around slowly. There we are. There's that bin bag. There's my ukulele. There's that bin bag there. Look at that now. If I move my arm, you can see I've moved. I've got a roof of the floor yet. There we go. Let's go back as far as I can go, being away there. There we go. But it's getting there. I've just got to do that little bit down the bottom there. Under in between that cupboard and them drawers. And you know, that's it, we're done then. Yeah, I've had what else have we managed to achieve? I'm going to try and show you this. I was looking at this on eBay, and I'm going to try and get it if I can get the money. It's unusual. I'm only going to try and get it because it's unusual, not because I actually need it. I've never seen one. And let me just get the camera and see if we can show you this. Just make sure I don't pull the wire out. And there we go. There we go. That's an Alba tape deck. Alba stereo cassette deck. I've never seen one. A separate Alba. Never seen one, and I'm wondering if they're any good. I don't know. They may be, they may not be. They're old, so it might be pretty decent. So, yep. I might try and scrape the money together and see if I can afford that. If I can, I might purchase it. Because not that I need an extra tape deck, I just think it's a nice looking thing. Let's have a look at my Facebook. I'm gonna have to get out a lot. I'm in a load of groups on Facebook, you know, and all they were on about is dance set record players. I don't want to discuss or be a part of a discussion on dance sets of shit. There's better things. So what do we think of the tape deck then, for those of you that have just seen it? You know, instead of fucking discussing COVID-19, let's discuss electronics, which is what the channel's aimed at. You know, fucking we get enough COVID-19 every time you turn the fucking radio or the television on. Not that I watch the television, I don't. Oh, you know. You know, let's see, what did you think of that tape deck? Let's get on to some of what the channel's about. Fucking COVID-19, and getting sick of hearing about it. You know. I have my own opinions. I'm not gonna fucking say I'm on air. I should, but I'm not going to. But I think at the end of the day, if we weren't so generous of letting people in, then we wouldn't have it, would we? Well, since I'm being forced to fucking join in, what you call a vaccine and what the government call a vaccine isn't really a vaccine. A vaccine is something that gets rid of it. This just fucking doesn't even stop you getting it. For all you know, they could be just putting water into your fucking arm. I think they're doing, I think the fucking, I think they're fucking putting fucking microchips in people. That's what I think they're fucking doing. I think they're chipping people so like you can get your dog chipped. I think that's what they're fucking up to. Why should it make you? Why should it make your fucking arm ache? I've had injections in my arm when I've gone to see the quack, and my arm hasn't ached. So why should this? Why should this stuff they put in you make your arm ache and make you feel fucking like shit? I think there's something a bit more sinister going on here. I'll start a conspiracy theory. Yeah, I think there's something more fucking sinister going on here, folks. Absolutely. I think it's right. Well, we got here. Yeah, the current vaccine is useless anyway. It's not even a vaccine. Doesn't vaccinate. It doesn't vaccinate you against it. Just fucking. It doesn't make you. It's not like the what do you call it? Like the fucking 3-in-1 used to be. The MMR. Uh, Measles, mumps, rubella. Wasn't what that was. Wasn't like that sort of a jab. That was a proper vaccine, and that used to fucking. I will say it did prevent you from getting it because I don't know anybody that had the MMR that ever came down with the mumps, rubella, or fucking measles. I've never had measles. I've never had mumps, and I've never had fucking rubella either. And I had the MMR. My daughter had the MMR. She never fucking came down with any of it. And I don't know anybody that did. And I went to school for fucking. I went to school for about 14 years. You don't start school till you're about 2 or 3, do you? So I went to school for about 13 or 14 years, and I don't remember. I can never remember anybody having it, catching any of that. I mean, but you got the 3-in-1, and then you got another jab. You went to junior school. You got a jab at nursery. I remember getting a jab at nursery school off the nurse, and I can remember getting another jab in junior school. Uh, I was in a place called Great Morton Hall, so I didn't really have a junior school. But at about the age I would have gone to junior school, um, I would have got. I was about 11 or 12 when I got the fucking second one, and that was the last one I got. But yeah, fucking, it's not really a vaccine as such. I think it's a mass program to fucking microchip the population. I think that's what it's about. I think it might not have set out for that. Uh, just read this. Uh, yeah, of course it has bad side effects. I think it's a fucking microchip they're putting in you. Uh, 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 for circuit diagrams, I have a word with Steve UK 405. Uh, he might have an idea. He'll be in bed now, but he might have an idea. But yeah, it's not really a vaccine, not in the usual sense of the word. It's not a vaccine, and the governments of all the world governments shouldn't be calling it a vaccine. It's an injection, like the flu jab. Doesn't stop you getting it, but it just makes it a bit harder for you to get it. It doesn't stop you getting it. Because I know people who've had the flu jab and they felt like shit and got the flu. So, well, I'd rather just fucking not go near any other human. To be perfectly honest, I'd rather not go near any other human. If that be the case, I mean, fucking, do you know something? Since this COVID-19's been out, I usually get a cold around about Christmas, and I never got a cold this year. Why? No fucker came here. Lovely. Didn't get a fucking cold this year. I'm normally ill New Year's Eve. Normally feel like shit. But this year I didn't. Because nobody comes. And that suits me. Steve pops in now and again. Jay pops in now and again. My ex-wife pops in daily. But no one else really pops in. No one else comes here. I can live with that. It doesn't bother me because I like my own company anyway. Please don't spread bollocks about microchips. All right, bollocks is it, James? Really? It's a load of bollocks. Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what. Well, I'm entitled to my opinion. Don't come on here telling me what to do. I'll buy you. If I want to fucking express an opinion, I'll express an opinion. If you don't like it, James, fuck off. Simple, mate. If you don't like it, do one. As far as I'm concerned, on this channel, there's only my opinion that matters. It's my channel, my opinion. You don't fucking like it, lump it. Fucking, I think they are microchipping people. Well, why is it giving everybody bad side effects and making your arm ache? I think they fucking are. I think that's what it's all about. It didn't start off as that, but they've taken the opportunity. I mean, look at fucking Boris Johnson. The cunt wants to buy a comb. He's fucking loving it, him. He's had more control over the British population than any other fucker in fucking British history, in English history. No fucker's had control of the kind of power that he's got at the moment. Well, that's all right. You can unsubscribe, James. It don't bother me. I'm entitled to my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Don't bother me that. You know. I'm an absolute fool, really. Better than being a cocksucker, James. Better than being a cocksucker. You fuck dog. Do one. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody obviously that James didn't like being told, did he? You know. But to be honest with you, I'm getting fed up of this COVID-19. I'll be honest with you, lads. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. If you want to talk about that, go set up your own channel and talk about it. I don't really want it on here because you get it. We're getting it on the radio. We're getting it on the television. Every fucker in the streets walking around with fucking masks on. Everybody looks like a complete and total cock walking around with a fucking daft mask on. I don't want it on my channel. I'll be perfectly honest, and you know, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't want it on here. We're supposed to be talking about electronics, not fucking COVID-19. Let me show you another interesting item. Let's get back onto what this fucking channel is supposed to be about. Let me show you. I've got a nice little item here. This belongs to my friend. I'm going to do a video on it one night. There's a video coming up on this. I don't know whether it's got any power in it. It might be dead. It's been sat in its box on the thing for quite a while. I got it out earlier to do a video on it tonight. And what this actually is an antenna. Most people in the world call it an antenna. In the UK, we call it an aerial. It's an aerial analyzer. What this actually is an aerial analyzer, and I'm going to use this. I borrowed this for a purpose. Oh wow, we've got some power. It's fully. It's got a good bit of charge. I did charge it up though, and what it does, what it actually does, you connect your radio to here, your aerial to here, and what you do, you basically select its touchscreen. This as well, I believe. Yeah, you select the frequency you want. So let's go for we're on 99.9 there. Is that the feet? No, we're not. We're on 14.125, and basically, I'm not sure. I think frequency. Yeah, you can. There we are. One step. I've gone the wrong way. I don't even know what band I'm on. I'm gonna have to work this out because I borrowed this and I've not even. There we are. 180. And I want to change that 8 to 0. Yeah, we're on 100 megahertz. That'll do. That's the FM, but that's within the FM range. And basically, you plug your aerial into there, and there we are. You plug it into that one there, I believe. And if I get my dummy load, I might be able to show you when my dummy load. If I get my dummy load. Just lift this off here. Oh shit. Whoops. Get me. There we are. Put that back up there. And if I get my dummy load. There we go. And I plug that into it with my meter. And then I can change the frequency. Right. Right. Yeah, so if that's showing it. So if I now step up, now if I adjust that, that's really going up now. But if I go to There we go. There, we're coming down now. When I get to 27 megs, because that's what the dummy load's made for, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming right down now. We're at 23 megs, we want to be 27. Right, so if I take the coax out, it's right, gone right up now. It's gone, yeah, that's right. It's gone to 90 something. Now, if I take the dummy load out the back of the meter, what's left of me dummy load, it's a bit scabby. But believe it or not, it still works. We'll get that one and see what it does. We'll call. Let's turn that so we're tight. There we are. That's actually 1.1. 1. It says 1.2 there, but that's not right. There again, the what do you call it? It's a bit. It needs work. It needs repairing. This dummy load. So if we go to actual. What band am I on? You can actually press the band button there. HF. If I go to all, yeah. 2, 7. Yeah. And it does a lot of things. It's surprising what it can do. You can actually check, like you load. I mean, let's see what. Let's put it on the graph. You get a graph on here as well, and that shows you your graph. And there's one on here that shows you meter. That lets you show. Yeah, meter. That shows you meter. I mean, my dummy load's a bit knackered. Calibrate. Right. That's not bad. All sorts of stuff on here. dB meter. There we go. There's a dB meter. How about that? Yeah. There's one on there that shows you 2 meters. Yeah. There we are. We're on 180 megahertz, so we want to come back. We want to go to. Yeah, we're coming right down now, that SWR. Yeah, we're a bit high there. We want to be at 20. It gives you an idea. There we are. this is actually reading 52. This is jumping about this, and the reason why is because me done my loads a bit fucked. So I need to sort that out at some point. But yeah, it's not bad. That's what we're getting. And this works with Bluetooth as well. It's a DDS Bluetooth USB. So it'll work with USB and it'll work with Bluetooth. And this belongs to my mate Pete. I've had it here for some time, and I need to use it because I need to SWR. I've got a silver rod I want to put up, and the markings have disappeared from it, so I want to use it for SWR in that before it goes up. So that's what I borrowed this for. But that's what that is. That's an antenna. If you're anywhere else in the world, it's an antenna analyzer. If you're in the UK, it's an aerial analyzer. Because we use aerial. So that's gone right on now. That SWR. Right, what course it would do. But that's what that is. And we've got the box here, and yeah, he's made a few notes on the box he's made a few notes on the back of the box. Let's put that back in there. I've got his leads over there. I'll put that back in a bit before I put this away, because I'm going to use it, remark the silver rod, and then because we can't visit at the moment, I'll probably get it back in the post or something to him. Get that back to the person it belongs to. But that's that. That's an aerial analyzer. Thought I'll give you a quick look at that. Thought I'll give you a quick look at that and see where, see if it could change the topic and get us on where we need to be. Let's have a look at the chat, see what's being discussed. Yeah. Yeah, they could be turning into us robots, couldn't they? Have I ever seen a what? A violet wand. What's a violet wand? Do you know what you are doing? Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean with the aerial analyzer? No, I'll be honest. I've got a vague idea. That's the first time I've used it. But yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. But let's face it, when we all started electronics, fucking none of us knew, did they? We all learned. But no, to be honest, I don't fully understand it. I've got a basic idea of how it works, Theo. But hang on. Oh yeah, I've heard about all that. Yeah, they thought it was magic at first, didn't they? Because magicians used to use it for elevating people by magnetic force and shit like that. Yeah, I've seen programs on that. Yeah, it was used mainly by magicians and stuff. Yeah, they thought it was magic, but no, we know it's just a force of nature now that we've managed to control and use for our own purpose. Um, you know, Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't really know. I'm not really fully up with using the antenna analyzer or stroke aerial analyzer. I'm not really fully up onto it, Theo. To just touch upon it. No, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've got a bit. Well, I do now. I've got an idea of how it works. You connect it to your aerial. You connect it to your aerial. You set your and what you do is you set your aerial. Obviously at ground level before you put your aerial up. You set your aerial because you can't. Well, once your aerial's on a 20-foot pole, it's out of reach. You can't get to it then. So you set your aerial, and then all you do, you just. Uh, I have used an antenna tuner. Yes, I used to have one with one of my radios. I have used one. The one I had was an automatic one. You just press tune and it tuned it for you. I think you could do it manually. You could do it manually or you could do it automatically. I can't remember the radio it was. And it was a Yaesu one, but I can't remember the model. But I have used a tuner, and basically, if you've used, basically, if you've used, really, if you've used if you've ever used a valve linear, you've used a tuner because you have to tune it. For you have to adjust your plate and load. You plate for I think maximum and you load for 50 ohms. If you're using 50 ohms, that is. If you load that happens to be 50 ohms. Uh, my Yaesu FT 101E works the same way because it's got a valve PA stage. It uses yeah, got a bit tongue tied there. You have to my needle was stuck. You have to you have to adjust the plate and load. Obviously, what we call what the American what we call what the Japanese and the Americans call the plate. We actually call it the anode. So you have to adjust basically your anode load, your plate load. Sorry, your plate for maximum power, and your load for the impedance of the aerial that you're using, or if you're in other parts of the world, your antenna. Uh, but that's pretty much how it works, and that's how tuners work. You adjust the load and you adjust the tuning. Uh, basically, all a tuner is all it is to all intents and purposes. It's an aerial matcher. Or an antenna matcher, if you want to call it an antenna. It's an antenna, it's an aerial matcher. That's all it is. Just that, where you can buy a thing with aerial matcher wrote on it. I mean, yeah, there's a bit more going on in them, I do understand that. But where you can buy a thing which says aerial matcher on it, or antenna matcher for a couple of quid, if it says tuner, the price is multiplied by many. Uh, but yeah, the last radio I had with a tuner with it. Uh, I didn't really do a video on it. I never took the tuner apart to see what was in there. I don't think there'd be a lot in it, to be honest. There was some relays in there because you used to hear it click. So obviously had some relays. It had a lead that came out of it that went into the back of the radio, which controlled it, and they had you had your coaxial cables, if I remember rightly. Did you? I can't remember now. You would have, wouldn't you? You'd have to have. Or was it all done through that one lead? I can't remember. No, it couldn't have been. Because that thing could do 100 watts on FM. You couldn't put 100 watts through that skinny lead that come out of that and went into the radio. Yeah, but then yeah, that was it. You connected it to your radio, and then you connected it via the antenna socket or aerial socket if you like, and then you connected it to you connected your aerial to it, and then you connected the other lead that came out of it into your radio, and that supplied it with power. That supplied the tuner with power because there were some relays in the tuner. You used to hear it click, and you could actually. I used to have an IMAX 200 up, IMAX 2000. Sorry, I had an IMAX 2000. Still got half of it up there, but the middle section snapped. I've still got the top section, but the middle section snapped. If I knew the length of wire, I could probably make it, and got the fittings. I could probably make a new midsection. No problem. Could probably make one if I knew the length of wire, but I don't know what the length of wire should be. If all three sections of an IMAX are all the same length, then all I have to do is measure one section. Just measure the top section I've got here, and I could probably get some. I could get some conduit. Get the find the fittings. Uh, I've got the. I've got the bottom fitting. I just haven't got. Yeah, yeah. I think I might have the fitting somewhere for it. One of them's still on the aerial, but yeah, I could probably repair that if I got the right size piece of conduit and the right length of wire. Because all they are really, them IMAXs, they're made out of fiberglass. They're just a vertical. All they are really, they're a vertical wire. That's all they are. They're a vertical wire. Eat your apple, it's good for you. I don't really eat apples. I like them, but not really eat apples. I had an apple for ages. Uh, uh, I did an apple tart earlier. Had a nice good fart. That was a bit thick. A bit like that, James. Yeah, that was a bit thick. Just how we like them. What else have we got? Uh, what else can we discuss? Not really anything now, is it? I mean, I've covered. Yeah, I thought I'd cover that aerial analyzer. I'll show you more on that when I come to do. What I'll do, I'll show you more on. I'll do a video on that. I'll do another video on that when I come to actually set up the silver rod that's going up. I mean, I'd like to put another IMAX up, but I'm not buying another IMAX just for it to snap. They're known for snapping, so I'm not paying 90 odd quid for an aerial that I know is going to snap. Have I got any plans to work on another jukebox? I haven't. No. Um, the problem with jukeboxes, you get them into your flat and then you can't get the bastards back out again because people who own them won't come for them. I've had one round here belonging to Mildred. It's gone now. He came for it finally. But you have them here, and I'm not working on any more jukeboxes. Besides, it's parts availability. You can't buy parts off the shelf for them. Mechanical components. You can't get them for you, so I'll leave the jukeboxes to those who want to mess with them. I used to do them years ago, but at the time I wasn't doing YouTube videos. But I only used to stick to the German make NSM because the machines were so easy to mend. And not only were they easy to mend, you could give one of them machines a 12-month warranty and know it would outlive it with ease. I never did. I used to give them a 3 month warranty on the repair. Didn't want to edge me bets, but they were very, 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 very simple. Uh, the vertical carriage it used was very gentle with your records because plastic on plastic won't scratch plastic. The only part of that carriage that actually touched your record that was actually the only part that got touched, the only part of your record that was touched by that carriage, other than the stylus, was the label. The magazine dividers were plastic. Where the record went up was where the record was lifted up. The transfer lever was plastic. On some of them, certainly the tip of the V-shaped part of the transfer lever was plastic on most of them. Yeah, they were good machines, but the problem. Yeah, jukeboxes that can play CDs. They have been around since the late 80s. The very, very first one that came, as far as I'm aware, the first one that came out that could play CDs was the NSM City 2 Combi. It was basically a City 2 jukebox vinyl player with I think it had a 16 disc. Yeah, I think it had a 16 disc loader or an 18 disc loader in it. It could hold either 18 or 16 discs, and I think it was. And quote me if I'm wrong. And basically, what it was really it was actually a Sony loader that was in there. I think I'm sure it no, it wasn't 80, it was 10. Nope, I'm corrected. It's all coming back to me now. It's actually a 10 disc loader, I believe, which was made by Sony, and it was actually based on the Sony car CD loader that you'd have in the boot or the trunk. Uh, or in some cases stashed under your front seat, under your driver's seat. Um, and they put one of them in it, and you basically had the best of both worlds. You could have like 10 discs in there, and you could have a good selection of vinyl singles as well. It was a good idea. Modular home sound system. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to you in a second, Theo. What's my opinion on modular? Hang on, I've not got my glasses on. Modular home systems, modular home sound systems. MIDI systems, you mean? To be perfectly honest, I think they're all crap. Uh, you want my honest opinion? Some are better than others. As you know, I play about with Amstrads because I like Amstrads. I've just got this thing for Amstrads. Don't ask me what it is. I just have. I just think they're not bad. I'm all right, thanks. 60 sounds on 45, 33. Did you get? Are you the same? Are you the same guy who sent me the email for the tape deck? I get confused because some people on here have similar names. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I sent you an email the other day. I've sent you my address and whatnot. I'm not sent you my phone number because I couldn't be bothered walking in the bedroom to get the phone, and I don't know my own number. I will send it to you. I just haven't done it yet. And see, I don't know my own number because I don't phone myself. But yes, I have sent you me. I've sent you an email with my full address and postcode. So if you want to get that repair out to me, you can do that anytime you like. Just let me know the day before you send it so that I know to expect it. And because round here, they don't the round here it's getting precarious. They knock on your door and leave the parcel and run off. So I like to get to my door quick. But yeah, modular home sound systems. Yeah, if we're talking about MIDI systems, I'm not impressed with them. Some were better than others, but they were all any kind of a MIDI system. It's going to be built to a price. It's you're never going to get anything high end, no matter who makes it. If it's an all-in-one unit, no matter who makes it, it's not going to be a high end. They never are. In my opinion, that's the opinion I formed on them. There are some that are really nice. I had an Akai one years ago. Back in the mid-80s when these things started coming out. My dad purchased it from somebody, and he didn't like it, so I bought it off him. So I ended up with it, and I liked it. I liked it. Because it was better than what I had in the first place, which was a Decca Compact 4. So I liked it, but it wasn't bad. What gave MIDI systems and micro systems and stuff like that a bad name? What really truly gave them a bad name was all the cheap stuff that came on the market. Things like Amstrad and Cascade. Amstrad tower systems weren't bad, but the later Amstrad Fidelity stuff was junk. And I won't even buy any of that stuff. It really was that bad. He had another company as well, Hinari, and they were dustbin quality. Yeah, what's crap? Elaborate a little bit. I don't know what's crap. I'm not quite with you. Anyway, well, I think you think it. I think you say you can actually write the word crap on this channel. I don't care. Someone coming on calling himself Michael Jackson. Hello. Oh, Amstrad crap. Amstrad wasn't crap. It was budget hi-fi. What it was budget hi-fi for people who couldn't afford high-end stuff. That's what it was about. That's all it was. You look at some of these Amstrads. They've got named brand parts in them. I've got one in the bedroom. The SM101. It's full of Rubicon capacitors and Hitachi chips. All the chips in it are Hitachi. All the capacitors in it are Rubicon. It's so the same as that TS33. That's got all Rubicon caps in it. I don't know what the TS88's got in it. I would imagine it'd be very similar. Has anyone subscribed from a YouTube channel without my consent? Well, nobody needs my consent to unsubscribe. anyone can unsubscribe anytime they want. You know, they don't need my permission. One guy. That's true. Amstrad VCRs were made in Japan. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who made them, but the hi-fis were made in Taiwan. Or from any YouTube channel. No, you don't have to. You don't have to get someone. You don't have to get someone's permission to unsubscribe from a channel. You just unsubscribe. It says, "Are you sure you want to unsubscribe?" And you say yes, if you're absolutely sure that is. You can go back anytime and resubscribe. I mean, there's certain videos where I come across a video from a YouTube user. I'm subscribed to that YouTube user. I'm subscribed to the channel, and I can't find the channel. There's that many channels in my list. I can't find it because I want to see if there's anything I've missed. What I do, I unsubscribe and resubscribe, and it puts it back at the top of the list. Yeah, you can you can. Some people, some people have been unsubscribing by YouTube, not a user. Unsubscribe by YouTube. Yeah, I've had that. All you do is just resubscribe. You just resubscribe. I've had that where I know I've subscribed to a channel, and then all of a sudden I've discovered I'm unsubscribed from it. Yeah, I've seen that done. Yeah, YouTube, they do pull tricks like that. I've seen that done. I just resubscribe. It's a pain in the ass. That's very true. But you know, it's all down to the way fucking it's all down to the way YouTube runs it, isn't it? Um, I mean, to be honest with you, if another, you know, I don't like YouTube. I don't really like using it. I only use it because it's the only viable alternative that happens to be free. If another channel popped up that was any good, I'd take all my stuff off here. I'd delete the lot from YouTube if I could come across another channel that was any good and weren't so tight on copyright. I'd be gone from here. I wouldn't even come anywhere near here. You know, but you know, it's any old port in a storm, isn't it? You know, we've got it, and that's basically what we've got to have because that's what's available. Oh, I dare say quite a lot of people will miss me, you know, but what I'd like to know, the interesting thing is, how long does your channel stay up after you've snuffed it? You know, that's what I'd like to know. Do you snuff it and then I know they don't pull them down immediately because I think Aussie 51 he died, didn't he? There's been a couple that have gone and the channels are still up there. Aussie 51 just springs to mind. There was another guy that used to be on as well. Well, this is it. You see, some people don't like you doing that. Oh, his River died. I didn't know he'd died. I didn't know River had died. I was watching one of his videos the other night on the Amstrad 101, SM 101, and his channel's still up. I didn't know he died. I thought he was. I thought I'd not seen a video from him for a while. That explains that. Oh, R.I.P. River. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's a shame because I enjoyed his videos, especially when he went on about politicians. You know, about them being as bright as LEDs. Yeah, no, quite. No, it's, I used to enjoy. I enjoyed his videos, but no, I didn't know he'd gone. That's a bit of a sad loss. That really, he was all right. Yeah, he was. He was all right, wasn't he? But at the end of the day, uh, yeah, because he had health issues, didn't he, River? I know that because he used to say now and again, he used to mention it. But but yeah, that's a shame, really. I wondered why he'd not put that up though. He must have been ill for a while because he's not putting that up for quite a while, has he? There was another guy who died, a guy called the Cobra Man, a guy called Mark, and he was good. But he took all his videos down. I'm not sure, but I think he committed suicide. I don't know. I'm only saying I think. I could be wrong, but he took all his videos down, and a couple of days later, after he took all his videos down, he carked it, and I don't think he wanted his videos to be left up there. But somebody created a tribute channel, which I think is wrong. If somebody takes their videos down and then they pass, then they obviously didn't want them up there after their passing, so they should be left alone. But I don't mind me. I mean, my videos can stay up there forever, as far as I'm concerned. When I go, my videos can stay up there forever, and I think they should really because you know it gives you an insight. It gives people an insight as to what people were like, at this particular point in history. You know, it gives people an insight into what people were like, but now, people that were born in the 20th century, or well, I was born in the mid 20th century. I was born in '65, but just past the midway point, really. Yeah, it's a shame about River. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Yeah, but I was actually watching his Amstrad video, and I wondered because I was going to send him an email and ask him because he said he put new belts on it, and I can't get hold of any decent quality belts, and I was going to ask him where he got his belts from because his Amstrad sounded okay with no wow or flutter on the tape deck. So I wanted to ask him that, but obviously, yeah. To be honest, I'm glad I didn't. But because somebody might have thought somebody I don't know, somebody might have thought it was insensitive of me. Even though I didn't know, so I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, it's a real shame that. Definitely. I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Carlson. Mr. Carlson. Uh, he reminds me of Crichton out of Red Dwarf. He just sits there surrounded by all his oscilloscopes, looks like a robot. But I've watched some of his, but I don't get overjoyed by him. Oh, he knows his stuff, yeah. Yeah, I won't deny that he does know. Yeah. And you. That being said, let me just catch up with the chat. Just catch up with the chat. Uh, you're not using Hermes, are you? Oh dear. Uh, can't you find anyone other than Hermes? Uh, they have an habit of just chucking it at your front door or throwing it in the bin and running off. Them fuckers. Uh, if you're gonna send it by Hermes, make sure you pack the fucking thing well, and I mean well. I'll do a video when he gets here anyway. I won't use Hermes. They're as bad as Royal Mail for smashing your shit. Uh, I would suggest. I normally use DPD. I normally use DPD. What you want to do is go on Google and type in Interparcel and set up an account with Interparcel, and they'll give you a list of couriers, and it's dirt cheap, and you'll probably be able to send that to me for less than £9. Because I send stuff all over the place when I do send stuff out, and you just put the weight and everything in, and I always fudge the weight. I never put the exact. Uh, uh, I always because they don't weigh it, so you put whatever you want in the weight. Just put the dimensions of the box. Because you pick the courier, you pay for it on PayPal, they come and get it. But I don't know. I won't use Hermes. I sent the record player out with them, and the guy never got it. Well, he did. We had to drive about 100 miles to somebody's house to get the bloody thing. Yeah, so uh, but yeah, don't use Hermes. You know, uh, because I just don't fancy reassembling it. What have we got? Let's just catch up on the. No, no, I'm not down at all, mate. Not at all. It's I'm keeping my voice a bit down because my new neighbours have got a newborn, and I don't want to disturb them. I don't hear them after 10 o'clock at night. Um, so I think it's only fair that I maintain the same sort of thing. So no, I'm not down. I'm all right actually. I'm due a cup of coffee. I'm a bit hoarse. I'm due a cup of coffee. Yeah, no, I don't mind. I don't. No, he looks a bit like Crichton, doesn't he? Fucking looks a bit like reminds me of Crichton. Our Red Dwarf does, Paul. But yeah, he does know his stuff. Yeah, he does know. He knows what he's on about. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't take that away from him. Definitely not. Mind you, I can remember back in the 90s, when Stephen Hendry first appeared in snooker. Everybody thought he was a fucking machine. They thought he was a robot. Someone even said if he dropped his trousers, he'd have "Made in Japan" stamped on his ass. He was that good. He was that good and that fast. Everyone thought he was a fucking machine. That was fucking true. That people were speculating whether he was a robot or not. Of course, he isn't. Yeah, that's what people were thinking. Is he a robot? No, he's not. Yeah, but Steve Davis was never as fast as Stephen Hendry. Steve Davis was good, but he weren't as good as Hendry. No, I don't think so. I mean, uh, I mean, send her through Hermes. Yeah, Hermes or herpes. He was good in his day, certainly. But, I mean, everybody used to say Jimmy White was good, but he wasn't. I mean, he weren't good enough to win it, was he? He wasn't good enough to win it. He used to lose his fucking nerve, didn't he? He was a good player, but he used to lose his nerve. Yeah, Yeah, we want that tape recorder pack. Well, we don't want it. I'll be unboxing it anyway on video. I unbox everybody's stuff on video. All the repairs that come in, I unbox them on video, and that way, that way it can't be said that I've done it. So, yeah, they get unboxed on camera anyway. Might even unbox it live and see where we go. Yeah, but yeah, don't use Hermes. I mean, there's a lot. I generally use DPD. DPD. I think they may be £1 or £2 dearer. But if you have to spend the extra couple of pounds, don't just throw it in a box and then send it out. Package it properly and double box it even. I mean, spend the money. I mean, I do. I mean, if I'm sending something to somebody, I sent a Sony reel to reel that I flogged on eBay, and I saw it was in its original box, but I put it in another box. I wrapped its original box, put it in another box, and I double boxed it, and I sent it out, and it arrived there in one piece. And no, I didn't send it with Hermes. Yeah, exactly. I agree because you know. If something arrives damaged, you can't get a lot of the spares for these things are not available, and people who've got the spares want the fucking earth for them. So if they arrive broke, then there's no point going any further with it. There's just not, and I don't want something coming here. You know, I don't want something coming here that's going to arrive, bro. Uh, yeah, I think my internet connection just dropped out there and came back in again. Yeah. Yeah, my internet connection dropped out. Anyway, listen, folks. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Yeah, yeah, it dropped out. I've seen it flashing. Yeah, I'll see it's in the phone reconnecting. But anyway, listen, chaps and chapasses. Uh, I'm gonna leave it there for now. I just thought I'd come on do that quick repair and show you that analyzer of Pete's. Uh, he's not been on tonight, Pete. Actually, I can't remember his. Can't, can't remember his YouTube now. Ace Eight Sprinter, I think he calls himself. I think I refer to him as our Sprinter. But yeah, he's not been on tonight. But that's who that belongs to. Uh, fucking Radio Crunch is just a prick, isn't he? He's an old sulky, sits there and gets pissed up every Sunday, and people sit there watching him do it. Fucking, I couldn't do that. No time for that, man. No time whatsoever. If he wants to sit there and get pissed up on a fucking Sunday and fuck everybody's radios up, that's up to him. But what put me off him was when he fucked that fucking R8 up, I think it was. Along with that other fucking joke, what's his name? That one I had a go at Steve, who I fucking shamed into fucking leaving YouTube. He came back on again though. That fucking, I can't remember his fucking name. Can't remember his fucking name. Sean. That fucking Sean Dawson. Yeah. He had to go at Steve. 405 UK. And I shamed him off YouTube and he was gone for a couple of months, but I believe he's back again. You know. Yeah, probably. Probably. Right, I shall catch you later, Theo. You have a nice evening or what's left of it and have a good day tomorrow, my friend. And uh, all the best. I wish all the best things happen to you, my friend. There we go. Anyway, yeah, no, not much time for Radio Cruncher. No time for him actually. In one live session, he managed to wreck one good radio and one good Dynatron Mazurka. Yeah, a 70s Mazurka, but even so, they managed to wreck two things in one video, and they did it live. And then what else did he do? He cross-polled a radio, a hacker, and then in the next breath he's asking people what do they think the fault was. Well, we know what the fault was. He cross-polled it. It wasn't a fault. It was an idiot working on a radio. I wouldn't send anything to Radio Cruncher. Uh, you know, I'm not slagging him off. I'd quite willingly stand there if he stood in front of me now and tell him to his fucking face. I wouldn't send out to him. Fucking what does he call himself? A technological genius. Yeah, right. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. Hey, hope I got a one dislike. I bet that was from that fucking James who I fucking excommunicated earlier. uh, uh, right, you all take care, chaps and chapasses, and I shall catch you all the next time I'm on. Probably be tomorrow, but we'll see. You all take care, and thank you very much for joining and commenting. And yeah, we've had a bit of a laugh as always, and no farts tonight. I don't think I farted tonight. Yeah, you know, you all take care, and I'll catch us all later. Bye for now, folks. There we go.